Good evening, everybody. We got Rooster and
Hey,
Trip
everybody.
joining us today. You guys doing okay?
How you doing, man? Doing good.
Yeah.
Doing good here.
Yep. All right, cool. So we got some viewers online. We just wanted to come on and show some of the new things we've picked up for our camping season, our backpacking season for 2021. Nothing too crazy. And so we give each one of the guys an opportunity to show you and sort of talk to you a little bit about what they've picked up and what they want to use. And we're also going to review a product that got sent to me. And if you hang around till the end, you get an opportunity to win one, which will be pretty cool. So we'll show you or tell you how to enter for that drawing as well. So I guess it was a couple of months back, I was watching Dan Becker on YouTube, who's a big influencer, and he'd been reached out to by a company called Fuzi. So Fuzi makes a device for you to put your phone in while you're out backpacking when it's cold at night. It's almost a koozie for your phone. And so what I did, since I live down south and Rooster lives much further north than me, I sent him one so he could test it out on some cold nights. And so we're going to let Rooster talk a little bit about what he learned, what he discovered, what it was like. And then we'll start talking about the other gear we got. So Rooster, you want to hit us up on the Fuzi there, buddy?
Absolutely, Chad. So Chad talked to me about this thing, and he's like, "Man, did you see this thing?" And I was like, "No." And I went and looked at it, and I thought, "Man, come on, really?" All right. So Chad, if you want to bring up the screen there.
Oh yeah.
So what this is, it's called a Fuzi, and it's basically a koozie for your phone. Okay, and we talk about thermal protection, and if you go look at their videos, they talk about it being drop protection because it does. Obviously, it would add some cushioning as well. But then he sent me one and said, "I want you to put it out and test it to see if it actually helps your battery. I mean, really." So I did. So I went and I took a phone, and I did an hour, and then I recharged the phone. And so I did 1 hour outside playing music at a fairly high level, just trying to get some decent drain on it. And just to see, how much battery I had after an hour's time to see if this thing really lasted. So with the Fuzi, I put it in. It was 116. I got 97% battery on our picture there. At 217, I still had 80%. And again, that was playing music, pretty loud. So I was like, oh, that's not bad. And then I looked and I used a thermodrop to say what was the minimum temperature that it got inside the Fuzi. I actually put the thermometer inside the Fuzi while it was out there. And to give you it was a 32-degree day. So after an hour, it still was 48 degrees. It never gotten below 48 degrees, and I had lost 20%. So I said, okay, fine. So I came back in. I charged it up. So at 3:58, I'm back to 100% battery, playing music again, same exact level, didn't touch the volume or anything. At 5 o'clock, I'm at 72%, and that was just with the phone sitting in the same spot the phone was inside the Fuzi. And it had gotten down. Obviously, this is how I knew it was a 32-degree day, because the thermometer sitting on the brick outside my house right beside the phone, that's what it had recorded. So that in and of itself kind of tells me it's real, it's science. And so the heat that your phone gives off naturally, just by the fact that it's electronics, helps provide some warmth inside the Fuzi, I should say. And so I got to say, thoroughly impressed. So yeah. I did do an overnight test with it, just without music playing, just set it outside. But unfortunately, I botched the photographs and don't have any evidence to prove it. But it like I said, it didn't get as cold. I can't remember what the exact temperature was, but it actually, over the course of an entire night, kept the phone warmer than it was actually outside. So
I got you. So, I mean, usually, generally speaking, when I'm out on the trail, I just slide my phone into my sleeping bag. Or there's actually a pouch in my big Agnes bag to put your phone in to keep it warm. Does this offer anything else other than just that sort of protection, sort of keeping it warm?
Yeah. So, I mean, supposedly it'll also, on a hot day, it'll keep the sun from baking your phone like, if it's exposed to the sun or whatever, it'll get hot. And then like a couple of the different ones on the website, they have like a strap on the back to where you could potentially use it like a phone pouch on your backpack, something like that. This one doesn't have it, but at the same time, in my mind, I'm probably going to carry this on colder hikes, and I'll just have it in my pocket in this, because that's where I usually carry my phone anyway, is in my pocket. Yeah. So I'll have that. It's almost exactly the same size as the phone itself. So like, it's not really any big deal. Just go ahead and do it. The website does say that it provides drop protection, and they show a guy tossing a phone out of a tree next to a deer stand, and the guy down on the ground, lets it hit the ground and then picks it up and goes, it's not broken. Yeah. So I don't know that I want to do that, but yeah, they do say it offers, drop protection as well.
Yeah. So they sent me two. Rooster's got one there to try out. I got the other one. We'll give that away tonight, or we'll start up a contest so we can give it away. They are kind of size specific. This one fits iPhone 8 Plus, XR, 11 Pro Max, 12 Pro Max, Galaxy S10 Plus, S20 Plus. So it'll fit a pretty big phone for the one we're going to give away. And this is actually the highest level. This one's got a step up. It's got a belt loop on it, and a closure, and a couple other things that are pretty cool. So we'll be sure to give this away. So make sure you hang out to the end. So, Alan, you want to hit us up with the few items you have for this coming season?
Absolutely. Let me pop back through there. So my first item that I'm super excited about this year is I got me a new hoodie. So I've been looking for an alpaca hoodie because I have issues with wool. It breaks me out. A lot of people have that problem. And I thought, well, let me see if an alpaca something will work for me better than a merino wool or whatever. So the only problem is, if you want one, you can't find it. So I found a couple of websites that sell alpaca goods. One of them is where I ended up getting mine, at pacaapparel.com. And then there's another one, Appalachian Mountain Gear, that you'll see people talk about a lot on a lot of webcasts and podcasts and things like that. But I found this one on Paca Apparel, and I ordered it. When I finally got it, they finally got it in my size, because two caveats: it only goes up to a 2XL. And that's kind of a common problem we have in finding hiking gear, right? Is we see a lot of stuff that might go to 2XL, but anything above that's kind of harder to find. But it goes up to 2XL, and you got to catch it when it's available, because they're not out there that often. So I mean, it's they run out when they do get them in stock. They go out of stock fast, and that's the same problem I had with Appalachian Gear. Was that, if you're willing to spend the Appalachian Gear is even more money. If you're willing to spend the money, you still doesn't matter, because you got to catch them when it's like you got to have a secret decoder ring to find out when they're going to go in stock. Yeah. One thing you can do with Paca Apparel that I found is they have a thing where you can click on it and you can say, email me when this comes in stock. And that's actually how I got mine. I got an email saying, hey, it's in stock. I ran to the website, I ordered it, and a few days later, it came in the mail. And I've worn it like 3 or 4 days in a row. It's fantastic. I love it. So sweet. I did scratch a little bit at first, but once I wore it in and stuff like that, I haven't had any problems. So it's good.
Gotcha.
Cool. The other thing I had was I got me some down booties, and you'll notice a trend. Like, I'm thinking about doing a little colder hiking, but I don't want to be cold. So it's a little counterintuitive there. But what I did is I found some down booties, and these are not intended to be house shoes. Like, the bottom of them is the same material that top is made out of. They don't have soles. It's just a down, puffy thing to put your feet in. And I've actually tested them out in the basement. Oh, and I probably should say my wife got me these. These were part of a Valentine's Day thing. I see that my wife might be making a comment on Facebook. So anyway, so yeah, these things are awesome, man. I tested them out in the basement. I slept in my hammock one night, and my feet were so nice and toasty and warm. It was just fantastic. So I'm super happy. Oh, there it is. There's Carrie's little comment. So, looks like we have a comment. Somebody saying that Outdoor Vitals is also getting ready to introduce some booties. So far for me, I love them, and they're super light. They're like less than 3 ounces. So, I mean, for me, easy decision to make.
Yeah,
and not expensive. So that's the other thing.
Cool. Is that it?
Yep. I'm done.
Sweet. All right, Trip, you're up, buddy. What do you got going on?
All right. So Santa Claus actually brought me a pair of trekking poles. So they're on the screen. I have it right here. Got the new ones. So what I'm most excited about is the cork grip. I keep hearing, watching YouTube videos, and everyone you watch says about the cork grip. So I'm kind of excited about that. They're also carbon fiber. So I'm saving about almost 4 ounces on my trekking poles. So what I will show you is my old trekking poles, which consequently are another black diamond. They're the Trail Pros. Has a little shock absorber in there. So those other ones don't have the shock absorber. So I'm a little nervous. So these are aluminum, where the other ones are carbon fiber. And I've watched some videos where some guys have talked about carbon fiber and them breaking. So I'm a little nervous about that, but I figured I'd give it a shot. Really excited about the cork grip. And what you'll notice about these ones, the Trail Pros, is they have a neoprene grip, and they've changed the top of the handle a little bit, where this one comes out of hair more, and I would get rubbing on the top of my thumb on the skin, and almost to the point it not quite causing a blister. But yeah, so that's what I'm most excited about. Can't wait to get on a first hike with them. Save a little weight. That cork grip, I'm anxious to see. The neoprene doesn't bother my hands at all, but I'm just anxious for that cork grip and see how my hands feel doing that. So
yeah, the ones I have are cork grip, and I really like it. So I think you'll be pleasantly happy. Quick shout out though, we got Jeremy Walla and Mike Domenico popping into the chats too. So hey guys, nice to have you here, hang out with us.
So Trip, I got a question. So what are those? Are they twist lock? Or are they flip lock? What?
No, they're a flip lock, and Sweet. It's very similar to one I have, but they actually changed it. They have an adjustment screw. It's an Allen screw. Yeah. So the downside is I got to carry this little mini Allen wrench, and I know what I'm going to do with that thing.
Did you call me?
He called you mini.
Yeah,
that is highly unlikely.
Yeah, so I will guarantee you if I take that out. So, but they seem pretty sturdy. Yeah, my other ones are flip locks too. So I don't know. My first pair of poles were the Black Diamond Trail Pros. Used them for 3 seasons. Not that we're ripping out hundreds of miles every year, but every time I've used them, I've never had a problem. They've never collapsed. I think we know somebody who had one collapse on them, but I won't name any names.
Yeah, that was self-inflicted. I am certain that I had under-tightened my quick locks on that one.
Wait. Was that the trip you fell off the trail?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Which time? Yeah. I slipped off the trail, and rather than fall down the hill, my trekking pole kind of collapsed down on me. But like I said, I'm pretty sure I just didn't have it tightened down quite enough. So
I got you.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Thanks for telling my wife about that now. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was right behind him, so I saw him, and all you could see in my mind is him rolling down the hill
right.
To the bottom. But no, he saved himself, so that was the plus. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm excited about trying them. Yeah, like I said, Santa brought them for me, so Santa's great, right?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Daphne Vogel and Carolyn Paris, but all saying that Santa is the best in chat on their on Facebook. So yeah, I have a feeling that they might know something about that. I don't know what's going on, but that's they seem to know what's up with that.
I can remove them from the chat if they get out of hand.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Just saying. All right. Anything else, Brian or Trip?
No, I think that's about all. I did get a bag from a company that you deal with, Chad.
Hilltop Packs.
Yeah. Hilltop Packs. So I got that. It missed our last Maryland hike, So I haven't got to use it yet, but I'm anxious to use it here on the first trip that we do, and I'm gonna put my water bottle up there. So I'm gonna lean towards getting away from the water bladder in the pack if I can.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think our plan is to go to Shenandoah at the end of April. So when it gets a little closer, we'll definitely have another live session and talk to you guys about where we're going, how we plan it, that sort of thing. So cool.
Maybe a little gear shakedown.
Little gear shakedown. Yep. All right. So my turn, and I got a few items. And so the first one I got, you kind of saw already when Alan or Rooster was talking about his testing of the Fuzi there, but the thermo drop, I got mine right here, thermometer for the zipper pull. If you guys remember my last YouTube video with Shug has one of these on him all the time, it seems like. And like Alan, I'm starting to consider doing some more cold weather camping, and I always want to know what the temperature is, even when we're out when it's warm. And so I thought this was pretty slick. So I picked one of these up and get them off of Amazon. Or actually, no, you cannot get these off of Amazon. You got to go to the ThermoWorks website. They're $20. I would make one recommendation, and that's you pick out a crazy color, because I lose this thing every week trying to find it on my desk. It was on the floor the other day, and I didn't even notice it. So I would definitely get the yellow, the green, the white, the blue, the red, the pink. Some of those brighter colors I would definitely go with. But yeah, the Thermodrop's pretty cool. You hold the button down, and it'll give you the high and low temperature for the last 24 hours. It's got a little light in it as well, but nothing you can brag about. But other than that, the thing works pretty great, pretty cool. I like it, so I'll have that on me. And then since I'm always trying to create content when I'm out and about, and I'm going to do a through hike here in a couple of months on the Foothills Trail, I did not have a power core charger that was strong enough. And so Tripp and I talked about it, and he had found one that he felt pretty good about. And so I picked this sucker up on Amazon. It was $40. It's 20,000 milliamp hours. I believe I'm saying that right. And I'm pretty excited to take this out, just because the one I had only would carry about a charge or two. This one should carry 4 charges, and I'll have it on me for part of the trip. I'll actually pick it up on a food drop, use the old one for the first 2 days, pick this one up before I jump off the trail. And then one more item, which is pretty cool, is the stick pick. And a lot of people have seen the stick pick before. Here's mine, but they used to be trekking pole specific, and they no longer are. The guy's name, who I cannot remember all of a sudden, he reworked it so that it slides on, and then there's a thumb screw that you actually tighten down. And then, it doesn't come with a mount. You can buy a mount separately. This is a Manfrotto mount. So you hook it on the end of your trekking pole. You can get much wider views when you're trying to record, whether you flip it one way or the other, just so you get a better idea, or you can shoot better video when you're out on the trail. And so I picked that up as well. That was just $20 too. I felt like it was worth it just to get it and try it. And it looks a lot better than when it did when I originally saw it. So I'm pretty stoked about it as well. And that's it for me. My 3 items. Unless one of you guys has a question about what I got.
Nope. Nothing here.
Cool.
I don't see anything. So it looks like on that stick pick, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like the no branded one has the extra hole in it so that you can mount it 2 different ways. Is that right?
Yeah, but so it's got a larger hole on one end and a smaller hole on the other. But when you go across it, you guys can't really, they're the same size, so you're not going to be able to mount it. I don't know. It's really going to depend on the trekking pole, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's kind of
trying to get to stickpick.com. There we go.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. They're
if you like,
Coast.
They have different ones. So if you're like an AT person or a Triple Crown person, they've got ones that have got the logo on the individual one. So if you like, standard edition, there's PCT one. Let's look at it real quick. It's got the PCT and the year. So if you're doing that kind of thing and you want something to use as your selfie stick, so you're not carrying an extra thing and all that kind of stuff, it's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. I'll probably use my phone on it. I have a GoPro, but the GoPro, it's requiring me to take more stuff. And you guys know I can be a weight weenie at times, and I don't want to bring any more than I got to. And so I'll probably shy away from taking the GoPro and trying to get by with my phone as best I can. But I'm pretty excited to see, and I'm going out in a couple of weeks, the week of the 20th, and I'll weekend of the 20th, and hopefully I'll get a chance to use it then and try it out if it's not too cold. So anyway,
I forgot to mention Paca Apparel. Like when I ordered this, it came with a card, like a piece of wood card thing. Don't throw that away if you do order something from them, because as it says there on the screen, it's actually a $20 gift card. So you can turn around and then for a later order, you can get, $20 off on your follow-up order. So for instance, like, I'm not saying I'm thinking about, wait, my wife's listening. I'm not going to talk about the order that I might make later, but it may or may not include a Heather beanie and another one of those hoodies if they ever come in stock in the other color. So I'm not saying that I'm doing that. I'm just, just maybe.
Sweet. All right. So giveaway time. So if you want to enter the Fousey giveaway, I got one to give away. I'll ship it to whomever ends up being the selected winner. You need to do two things. The first thing is you need to go to our YouTube channel. If you're not already there, you may be watching this on Facebook. Make sure you check the subscribe button. And then down in the notes of the video, if you'll do a hashtag, I love Sasquatch backpacking, that would be awesome. And what we'll do is we'll just select a random winner from the people who meet both of those qualifications. And then I'll reach back out to you on YouTube and get your mailing address and get the sucker shipped out to you. So this particular one, like I said, is black. It's got some red trim, and
it's this one that's on the screen now. Actually,
yeah, that one right there. Cool product. I can't wait to send it out to somebody who wins. So make sure you subscribe, like the video, and put that little hashtag on there for us down in the notes section.
Cool. If you guys have any ideas or things you'd like to see in future episodes or podcasts or whatever, just reach out. We have a question. Jeremy Wall was asking, when you're shooting on the trail, do you use anything for sound recording or just your phone?
So for me, I just use the phone. Now, if I go GoPro, I may have to come up with something else. I have an older one. I think Tripp had told me the newer ones do a little better job on the sound, but the GoPros have a bad habit of being sort of thumpy. Everything you touch, every time you move it, it picks it. It picks it up, but not in a good quality. Do you hear a lot of, I call it thuds in the background? But my phone, the experience I've had is my phone does a pretty good job. I don't know about Tripp and Rooster.
Yeah, I mean, for what we do, for the most part, we're like, there's a lot of channels that are doing like documenting their trips and stuff like that. And yeah, we're kind of doing that, but we're not like carrying the extra gear to do it, if that makes sense. So rather than incur the weight of a full frame camera and a boom mic and all that other stuff, we're just kind of going lightweight. So for now, at least, until it gets a little fancier or whatever, at some point maybe that'll happen. But for now, I think the phone's been fine for everything we've needed.
And I believe with the newer GoPros, you can get an optional mic to plug in them too.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah.
I got mine sitting right here. It's a Hero. I think it's a Hero 5. Black, I think is what it is. I hadn't used it a whole lot. I find it a little complicated at times. It's a lot of people use GoPros. Are great for the trail because you can beat them up pretty well. They can get wet, take a beating, but they burn up memory cards pretty quickly, and they don't have a ton of juice in them. It'd be one more thing I got to worry about trying to charge out of my block. And I feel like I can probably get all of that out of my phone for now anyway, and just test it out and see how it looks. But, hey, GoPros work. I mean, there's, plenty of people out there using them. So cool. Any other questions? I don't see anything else in there. That was a good one from Jeremy Walla. I think I'm saying that right. Thank you, Jeremy. No. All right. Well, hey, this has been the first time we tried this. This is a piece of software called StreamYard that allowed us to do this and stream it out to Facebook and to YouTube. And so I just, if you want to stay up to date with what we're doing, make sure you follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and we're on Instagram as well. And I just appreciate everybody's time. I appreciate Tripp and Rooster coming and chiming in. And that's it. We will see you guys later.
Bye, everybody.